Hey guys, welcome to Conversations with Cora. And I, of course, am Cora Lee. Um, I just wanted to come to you guys and kind of check in. It's been a while since I did a post here. And so I just wanted to say hey and do a little personal message to myself. Last year, on October 1st, I was in the hospital and I was having my entire stomach removed. I had gastric carcinoid tumors growing inside of my stomach for the second time, and it was determined that the best course of action was to remove my stomach. I had a piece of my stomach removed in 2014, and I remember in 2014 saying, oh, I just had a little bit of cancer. That was like my infamous line. I had a little bit of cancer. They went in laparoscopic, so they went in little incision spots in 2014. So again, I think my mindset was in a different place, and I thought, I don't know what I thought, if I'm honest. This is the first time I've done this, so bear with me. I don't know why I never stopped in one moment of 2018, knowing, definitely knowing for sure by July time frame that I was going to have likely to have a major surgery. I don't know why I never stopped and took in the weight of what I was going to experience. I just know I kept going. When I realized I was going to have the surgery, and I told my family, so they were very much aware. I really skated around telling my kids exactly what was going on. It's interesting because my daughter was an adult, but all I could see was my little girl being worried about her mom. So I was very sensitive to how I said what I said to both of them. But the relationship between my children and I the bond is so strong that I think they innately knew something was different. This wasn't mommy's just going to have, go in for a day and come out. And I think they knew that even without me really saying so. When I got the call for the actual appointment date in August, I got a call saying that, they were going to do it on the 1st. I remember being at work in my office, taking the call and turning and facing my office window and kind of beginning to cry. And I remember I kept thinking, I don't want to die. And that was the first time in all of that, the year's time that had passed already, that I had even thought that way. And it was brief. It wasn't long lived. It was definitely a panic. Several of my coworkers brought me back to a good mind, and you're fine. But I remember having that moment. I remember feeling like I took a moment and surveyed my life, and I had raised beautiful children, well-mannered, respectful children, and a daughter who was now moving to another state and doing well, and a son who was doing well, and maybe I had accomplished amazing things at work, and maybe this was that moment that in my passing they would talk about, she did this, she did that, she was that person. I was satisfied with whatever would be said about me at that point. And in a moment I felt like, then this is where you die. And so, October 1st, I go to the hospital with my mom, my son, and we sit there. He does schoolwork. I've got my Snapchat on. I'm taking pictures. I'm like, finna do this, posing in the camera, doing my best angles. I had twists kind of like this too, but they had weave in them, so, they were long. But I remember when my aunt came up Shout out to my Aunt Mag. She came up there, and I remember everybody's face right before they got ready to take me for the surgery. And my son started crying, and I did my best to hold it together. But it was hard. I remember waking up from the surgery with a big old patch across my stomach, because instead of being like last time where they were laparoscopic, they had to cut me open. So they cut me from like my sternum to my belly button, and this big old patch over top of me. And I just kept asking for my mom. I'm a punk. I wanted my mama bad. And she came in. There were so many people in that week that I stayed in the hospital that were so influential and so supportive. And I thank each and every one of you still, even to this day. What I will say, what I really wanted to say to myself, oh gosh, it has been a hell of a year's journey. I had no idea the level of depression we would experience. The disconnect we would feel with ourselves. The loneliness. The lack of feeling like anybody understood. The embarrassment of the different ailments that I experienced over the year, and how much you would rely on other people to take you through that. It took cancer, and it took a gastrectomy to bring out a warrior. And that war had nothing to do with the actual surgery. It's been the fight that has occurred within and without since. I'm 80 pounds lighter than I was prior to the surgery. And because it was not my intention, I never cared about my size. I mean, you know, I would be the one when the wobble came on saying, "Hey, big girl, back it up." Like, that was my part. It was hard to look at me. I didn't see me. I wrote a poem about the me that died, and feeling like the world didn't realize I died. That they weren't talking to me anymore. And how frustrating it was that nobody could see this difference. Nobody could see me. And I didn't realize, really, I think I was fighting me to notice me, to give me an opportunity to feel. So when everything overwhelmed me at one time, I was not ready. I had been telling everybody, I'm great, I'm eating, I'm living, life's good, God is good, and God is good. But I wasn't okay. I wasn't emotionally okay. I was physically better, not mentally at all. I don't say that to put a downer on this day that will be marked on tomorrow. I say all that to say, I'm proud of you. You're a person who has experienced trauma on so many levels. From the start of your life, you came into this world as a baby, being born premature, mom bleeding out, you got jaundice, the whole nine at birth. And you have not stopped fighting since. So as we mark October 1st, a celebration of a year that I have to admit was one of my roughest. I have the right to admit that. I'm going to let myself admit that. I am so proud of you for hanging in there, for showing up every day, for crying when you needed to cry, for recognizing when you weren't okay anymore. Thank you again to all those. My mom, oh my God, there's a special place in heaven for you. I swear my life on it. What I was about to say what's left of it, but special place for you, lady. And to all those who supported me, whether we are close now or not, I appreciate whatever prayer moment you put in for me in this year. We made it. 1 year down. Many, many more to go. Happy anniversary. And thank you for all those who continue to fight through this journey of cancer treatment, cancer survival, whatever you've had to deal with to be on this other side. Know that I may not understand your exact journey, but we are sisters and brothers in the walk of a fight that others may not ever be able to understand. And I'm thankful for each one of you that continues to go on and fight every day. And that's it. I'm going to leave it at that. So, happy anniversary, Corley. And to all those on October 1st, as we begin a celebration of breast cancer awareness, to all those that I know that have, who are survivors, to those that I know that have passed, we love you all. We think of you all this month. It's your month, and we salute every last one of you. And I'll be wearing my pink for you this month. Have a good one.